Hello, everyone. I am Erika of Beadingschool.com, and you are watching Coffee Time with Erika, my weekly beading broadcast. And today I'm going to show you that what kind of colors and shapes are we going to play with during the next Beading School Academy theme, the one for January and February 2026. But before I would start, please let me know if you can hear me, if you can see me well. As you might see, I am in some unusual surroundings, as at the moment I am visiting the Beading School Treasury in Slovakia. This is where your precious bead orders are pegged, and this is where Andrea and everyone pretty much except of me are working. That's me next to the entrance on the picture, as you can see, about to enter the room where Timmy, Ildi, Darina, and Christy works. And Marcelina says that she can hear me and see me on YouTube, so hopefully all is well. I would like to greet Kata, Malia, Tina, Michelle, Antoinette, Lutka, Ariane, Hannah, Lita, Laura, Jen, Angelina, Sherry, the yellow unicorn 251, Rachel, Cindy, Asta, Judith, Marlo. Marlo says, hello, lovely beaders. I am so excited to see the new team. I hope everyone is doing quite well. And I hope that you are doing well indeed. I saw how nicely you beaded the offline no one has to beadle on topic from last week, the one with Ruxandra. Also Susan, Belinda, Nancy, Cosima, Linda, Orshika, and many more beaders join us today. Claire says, very excited to join you all for my first coffee time. I joined over the holidays, and this will be the first box I receive at the same time as everyone. Welcome, Claire. And please, if you will have any questions about the program, about what's happening, or of course about beading, then please let us know. The Beading School Club is here to help you to kickstart your journey, and I am very curious to see yours and everyone's creations. Before we would start, I actually prepared for you some pictures from the town where the treasury is located, so you can imagine it better, how the treasury ladies and gentlemen live their everyday lives, and just a little bit of impressions from our surroundings. This is also where I went to high school too, together with Andrea, Timmy, and Christy. So it is indeed a significant place for me. So this is one of the main streets with beautiful blue sky from earlier today. And actually today we had a little team breakfast with everyone from the treasury, and to celebrate the Christmas season, the holiday season, and to welcome the new year. And for that, we needed to walk through a bridge over the small Danube, and this is how it looks like. This is how the river looks like. So this is how cold it is. So coffee and tea from our new Beading School cups are very much appreciated. Ildi made a very nice ginger one today. So, and Susan says, I love that you and your classmates have joined together through Beading School. Indeed, it is a very unique experience to spend our days together this way. So So we are getting there to see what we are going to play with. Molly also says that it's snowing like crazy in her area, where here it's freezing. So I can't wait to introduce you to some gentle hues and vibes of the next topic. But before we would start, I would like to just tell a little bit about the Beadingschool Academy program in general. So the Beadingschool Academy is a bi-monthly membership program for beaders designed and brought to you by Beadingschool. And I dare to say that the Beadingschool Academy is the most robust and most valuable BD membership program that you can find all around the world. We ship to all countries, no matter where do you live, so you don't have to worry about your location. Every 2 months, we prepare a new theme for you. 2 months are perfect, in my opinion, and in our experience, to dive deep enough into a theme, as we always have a specific source of inspiration, accompanied by a specific color combination and shapes. We bead jewels together, 2 big ones, 2 big tutorials. If you have a fuchsia membership, and 1 big tutorial if you have a turquoise level membership, can be downloaded as part of your student experience. And also every Thursday I have an open workshop that I teach live on YouTube and on Facebook. And you can also join those little workshops using the material in your boxes. We also have every 2 months a storytelling night inspired by the same theme as the box during those 2 months, a mini challenge, lunch breaks every month to meet some of your teachers and to hang out together with fellow students, and other fun activities. So it's time to see what's inside the January and February Beadingschool Academy theme box. And lovely ladies, I have prepared a color combination for you that was not really in our attention during the past year. We are going back to some gentle tones and some new bead shapes too. So lovely ladies, have you heard of Mata Hari? Or with her original name, Margareta. Mata Hari was an exotic dancer and a courtesan. She was a mother, she was a lover, a divorcee, and an adventurer. They say that she was a spy, maybe a double agent, or simply a scapegoat caught up between the cogwheels of history. She was born in the Netherlands, but got inspired by faraway Indonesia. She dared to fall in love once again after disillusionment and tried to defy powers beyond her when she wanted to reunite with her injured lover who was in hospital. Mata Hari wrapped herself in layers of smooth silk and mystery as she traveled the dangerous terrain of the first decades of the 20th century, until she lost her life to a firing squad during the First World War. As a dancer, she shed layers of her clothing, But who truly saw her? Who truly knew who she was? Perhaps even she couldn't see herself fully. It is profoundly human to stand too close to our own lives, aware of every detail, every flaw, every decision, every scar, yet unable to see the full picture. I am sure she wore many different colors. Colors, speaking literally about her clothes, but also about her many faces as a spy indeed. This time, I want to center around pink, beige, a bit of purple, of course, a bit of gold also for the luxury, representing her softness, her feminine side, and her longing for love. And while we will be creating our collection of jewels inspired by sweet margarita, we will be getting to know new shapes and another interesting piece of history. I also invite you to think about who you are. Ingrid says, sounds wonderful. And just a fun fact, Jessica says, both my mother and sister also have Margareta as the second name. Angelina is happy for the tones, and I actually saw your comment before we have started, and I knew like you will be happy. And Lindsay says, soft tones, I was hoping for this. And Angelina says, colorful life. Kata says, oh la la, this will be exciting. Indeed, indeed. And Jen also says, wonderful. And for Lita, this sounds mysterious. So lovely ladies, I'm going to show you a little video while I will be switching to my other camera. So see you in a few moments. And then again, please let me know if you will be able to hear me and see me again. So I'm back with the sweet Margareta box. In the meanwhile, we see Stephen of Beatsmith here, and he says, I'm half colorblind and I still can't wait. Well, Stephen, some of your beads are inside this box, so I hope that you will at least recognize those. And the first impression, Angelina says, wow, gasp, perfection. And Ariana says, that cabochon. I know which one you mean, Ariana, and it's so incredibly beautiful. Faye, good morning, dear. She loves the color palette. And Ariana says, tech is fine. Thank you so much. And Jen says, excuse me while I pop my eyes back into my head. Oh my gosh. Anna also loves the purple cab. And Anne says, just lovely. And Lita is drooling. So lovely ladies, the Beadingschool Academy boxes and memberships, they have two levels, a turquoise and a slightly bigger, well, a lot bigger fuchsia one. It means more tutorials and also a bigger box. And as you can see, I will be showing today what's inside the fuchsia level box, but we have also prepared an article for you for the Beading School blog, where you will be able to see that what is included in the fuchsia and the slightly smaller turquoise level box. So this is the cover, and ladies, you might know, I think I've mentioned it, that until now, we were working with a super lovely photographer called Mona, but as she is in transition to a new career path, recently she started to train one of our new colleagues, Sophia, to become our in-house beading school photographer. And I have to say that this is one of her first own projects where she was responsible for taking the pictures on her own. So, lovely ladies, I hope you like this picture on the box and you will like the pictures in the virtual classroom. Please let me know how you like it, because Sophia will be very excited to know what you think. And in the meantime, I'm gently opening this beautiful box for you. Even inside there is like a little pink mark. And Eve says, beyond excited to be back. This box is so inspiring. And Niti asks about the shadow. I'm not sure I can correct it because I'm in the treasury at the moment and I don't have lights as at home, but please let me know if it became a little bit better. And Angelina says, congratulations, Sophia, fantastic job. I hope that Sophia will be watching this. Marcelina also says she did a great job. It's gorgeous. Linda also says beautiful. Lovely ladies, please also mention this in the club if you can, because I know that Sophie deserves all the appreciation. Did it become better a little bit, ladies, with the light? Much better, says Niti. Okay. So this is the first impression. And I know that most of you noticed already the purple cabochon, but there is so much more to see. And let's start with a little gift. As a gift, you will receive a pair of elongated crystal connectors. These are 8 times 31 millimeters big, and the color is transparent purple. Annette also loves the purple, and Kim is happy for us that now someone from the team will be able to take care of the pictures. So these are the connectors, and you will be able to use them, for example, in a necklace, around a pendant, or even parts of earrings, or maybe as a bracelet. And then the next one, also something decorative. I have here a pair of 10 millimeter teardrops in luster transparent champagne. And when I was selecting colors and shapes for this theme box, then I noticed that there are colors that are called champagne. And I thought that for Mata Hari, who tried to get into the royal circles so she could spy on their secrets, I think champagne is a very fitting color. I'm trying to move it to the left corner, as you say. And Anna is asking if the drops are check. Yes, indeed, Anna, the drops are check. They have a slight lustery finish, so they look very luxurious. And then I have here a charm. And this charm, this charm is part of the fuchsia boxes. And this is how it looks like. I selected it because it reminded me of her accessories, many of them actually coming from Indonesia. She used to wear beautiful headpieces, but also belts and also some breastplates. And just an interesting fact that the later was something that she, even if she was a burlesque dancer, she never removed those on stage. So this is a charm from the fuchsia boxes, and it is adorned with some cubic zirconias, and it has some intricate details, and it is even perforated so the light shines through better. Cindy says that she loves the teardrops, and Faye says that they look like liquid. I have here also the ribbons that Angelina spotted. There will be 2 alternating colors, and I selected these ribbons because of the vintage feel of the whole team, and also I imagined that she might have had, for example, some old letters yellowing with yellow hues, tints, with some invisible ink. And I wanted to bring back that feeling of something old with a vintage vibe. So I included this ribbon. Actually is also made in the Czech Republic, by the way. There is a beige and a very, very slight pinkish tone, old pink tone alternating. And you can embellish this ribbon with some more beads on top of it. And Niti asks if I will be able to point out the fuchsia exclusive items. And yes, indeed, I will be able to point them out. And Angelina says, love that ribbon. It's perfect for embroidering. And Beatrix already has an idea for the mini challenge. So indeed, I have here something that is part of the fuchsia collections. And this is something new. Ladies, it's a Preciosa ball. It is of 10 millimeter size, and there are some violet crystals in a gold colored setting in this. There is a hole running through the ball, as you can see, and you can hang it from a pendant or include it between 2 elements. And Claire is right about the colors of the ribbons. One is beige and the other one is very slight pink. And Carol says it's beautiful. So these are actually small shot-on roses that are set in a metal setting. And then, since we are visiting Preciosa now, I have here another item for fuchsia beaders. And this is a bag of 3mm Preciosa bicon beads in violet. It matches the ball perfectly, and you will receive 50 pieces of this. Then I have here fire polished beads, and I have the same color in two different sizes. And the color is Crystal AB brown lined. So this is a color that we haven't had yet, and it comes in 3 and 4mm size. One is Crystal AB copper lined, actually one is Crystal AB brown lined, but they match each other perfectly. And what I love about them, that thanks to the AB coating, they have a very subtle violet shine, so they match the ball and the bicons, but they also have this old letter feel and something vintage and the vintage feel that I wanted to bring in because of the era. Then I would like to show you some Miyuki Delica beads, and there are two main color groups, and there will be some alternating colors. So for fuchsia level beaders, we receive a purple tone, and the purple can either be Duracoat Opaque Dark Orchid, Duracoat Opaque Anemone, or Duracoat Opaque Crocus. So these three colors will be alternating in the boxes. Maybe you will receive one or the other or the next one. So we will see some variability between the jewels, but everything matches everything, of course. And then the other color group that is traveling to everyone. This is also a fuchsia beader color. It's blue iris, metallic midnight blue gold iris, or medium blue iris. So this is a dark blue tone. To bring in a bit of a contrast. And then, let's see, we also have here some shaped beads. And it's time again to play, I would say, with some crescent beads. So the color that is traveling to everyone, both fuchsia and turquoise beaders, is again luster opaque champagne, and it caught my eye first because of the name champagne, but of course it will look gorgeous with the other components. And then the color in the fuchsia box, it's called Luster Iris Amethyst, and it's a purple, light purple tone. It actually, for me, it looks a little bit opal or milky, even if it doesn't include it in the name. I will open it for you so you see it better. So crescents are check-shaped beads, and they have two holes. They are slightly curved, as you can see, and they are perfect to bring in some texture, three-dimensionality, And also they are perfect to create some beaded beads. So I'm very curious what Samia, for example, will be creating. Jen finds them lovely. And now, let's see, what else do we have here? Oh, actually, and this is what I was looking for at the beginning when I was showing you the fire polished beads, because I had a feeling that we have actually 3 sizes, not 2, of those fire polished beads. And indeed, here is a bag of 6mm crystal AB copper lined fire polished beads, matching the first ones that I showed you. And now, time to see some of the metal components. So I have here a pair of earrings that is traveling to everyone, and it's called the Soft Edge Triangle Ear Stud. Soft edge, I think it's a little joke, as it has soft edges like a spy. This is how it looks like. So these are 2 smooth triangles, one on each of your ears, pointing downwards. Marta is here also. And then on the back side, there is a loop facing left to right, so it's super easy to attach a piece of beadwork to it. I actually already made an earring where I used mine. Then, another metal component, one of my favorites. This toggle clasp is included in the Fuchsia memberships, and it's called Eye of the Day because Mata Hari actually means Eye of the Day, and that's her chosen name that she chose in while she was in Indonesia. She traveled there because she used to live there with her husband, and Matahari became her stage name later. So, Eye of the Day, toggle clasp. And Lita says that those triangle ear studs would have also done well in the Everlasting Kiss box, and I couldn't agree more. Eye of the Day, ladies, a beautiful, beautiful toggle clasp. One part of it is completely covered with cubic zirconia. There is a big one where parts of it meet, and then lots of small ones all around the toggle part. And I actually used it already, mine, for a pendant, but again, to play and push the possibilities a little bit further, I used it not as a clasp, but I used it on top of one of my pendants that I designed for this theme, actually. The second signature jewel is that I designed for you. So this is sitting on top of the second signature jewel in my collection. Oh, and Dariana says, we already learned so much. And Angelina says, all those cubic zirconias. So, we also have here, traveling to everyone, a pair of 12mm Preciosa Rivolis. They come in tanzanite color, and unfortunately soon we will be saying goodbye completely to the Preciosa Rivolis, as Preciosa stopped producing them. We only have the stock until it lasts, And we really wanted to include some of these still in the boxes for you. And again, since we are talking about the Preciosa Crystal Factory, I also have here a bag for everyone, 4mm Preciosa bicon beads in violet 2 times AB. I have to confess that when I've started to bead some 20 years ago, then I was not very much in love with purple in general. But since then, I learned to love many, many different shades of purple. And one of them is definitely the violet 2 times AB. Marta is asking, do you know why Preciosa stopped making Rivolis? And dear Marta, like, we do not have internal information from Preciosa, but usually it's simply an answer of the numbers that unfortunately they need to cut some of the very, very extensive assortment, and probably that's why, but that's only my best guess as I don't have access to internal information. And Ariana says that she loves the tanzanite and the violet tones. And Molly is asking if there will be something else instead of Rivolis. And dear Molly, they still have lots and lots of chatons. And also we have Rivolis from glass manufacturers. And we will also bring in some other ones. But for now, we have glass and steel leftover Preciosa stock. So grab it while you can. Talking about round stones, there is another one of my favorite from the Preciosa Crystal Factory, the Chaton Rose. So these are also round stones. They have a flat back. They can be bezeled with peyote. They can be bezeled with square stitch, just as Rivolis. Also, you can create a bezel from shaped beads and pearls from them. They are 7mm big, and these come in crystal starlight gold. And what I absolutely, absolutely love about Chaton Rose is that they come in so many different colors, even the AB variations. And starlight gold, it's such a nice sparkly one. Let me show you one from up close. It's very hard to show it to you properly because it's so sparkly. And Marcelina says, I like the chatons with the flat tops better anyway. They look more like the way gemstones are cut. I also prefer the chaton cut, by the way, Marcelina. I loved the Rivolis in bracelets, so they did not scratch the arm, the skin, but I'm not too concerned at the moment. Then I have here some more Miyuki. This will travel to everyone. It's a size 15 Miyuki seed bead in lined dark gray AB. So this looks a little bit for me like smoke, and it's like slightly transparent, a very mysterious color. So that's why I chose it for the theme inspired by a spy. And then 2 more Miyuki size 15 colors, 2 more because these will be alternating. You will receive either silver lined smoky amethyst, again smoke, or matted silver lined smoky amethyst. I love them both. And then the fuchsia level beaders will also receive something extra, and it is a gram of 24 karat yellow real gold lined opal. Again, the opal to bring in mystery. And since she was moving in royal circles, we needed a bit of real gold, right? But not too harsh. Spies need to be careful when it comes to their presence. And then I have here two more Delica colors that travel to everyone. One is Delica Frost Opaque Glaze Rainbow Lavender. And I especially like this when I have mixed it with some of the Opal 24 karat one. And then another Delica is the Metallic Golden Olive Iris. Again, a little bit of purple, but also some other shades in it, as always with the iris stones. Then I also have here a new shape of check glass beads that we are going to play with. It is called Diamond, and the color you will have is the Luster Opaque Rose Gold Topaz. So these look like as if the bottom of a diamond duo, of a gem duo, was sliced off. So they are thin, and then they have two holes, sharp edges like a spy. And I love the look when they line up next to each other, creating an interesting texture. But while when you play with questions that day, then you have little domes next to each other. Here you will have edges. And Angelina says, I love diamonds. You haven't had them before, but they are so much fun to play with. Then I'm very curious what you ladies will come up with them. I'm laughing at your comment, dear Anna, of course. Then I have here fire polished beads in an extra color for our fuchsia level beaders. 3 and 4 millimeter metallic soot purple. So these are matte purple beads, a bright color, but in a matted surface, with a matted surface. And the two sizes matching each other. Then, talking about fire polished beads, you will also receive a bag of true toes, and it will either be crystal gray luster or crystal purple. Both of them actually neutrals, so you will be able to match them with all shades from this box. Then some round pearls, 3 and 4 millimeter ones, in a color that we haven't had before, but this is actually the only batch that we can have, according to my knowledge, and it's called the Transparent Pearl Vapor. So again, a color fitting a spy. You feel the presence, but not too harsh. Very subtle, smoky, and elusive. Then I also found here one more bag of Preciosa Bicon beads, traveling to everyone, 3 millimeter ones, in black diamond matte. Again, the smoke and the elusiveness of a spy. And says these colors are luscious, purplicious. You are challenging my rusty pronunciation. Then I have here a little bag of some more shaped beads, and in this one, the flat duos, and this is exactly the same shape actually as the paisleys, And the color that you receive is crystal bronze aluminum. And I imagine that if I start playing with the shapes, that I can create kind of like a flower opening up from the two paisleys, and I can put either a crescent or one of the diamonds in between. So I think this could be very interesting to play with. I will not be able to now fix this, but I hope that you can imagine what I mean. Our designers will certainly bring you many ideas, and I know that you ladies will also come up with many more. And Lindsay says, lovely tones. I don't use purple much. It will be fun to explore. And you know, dear Lindsay, sometimes indeed the colors that we play with, of course, they don't resonate with everyone right away. Each of us is different. We will be getting to know ourselves even a bit more during these themes. But it's so nice to get out of our comfort zones or well-known directions and explore a little bit more what's out there. Sometimes we discover something new that we fall in love with. Sometimes we say, okay, it was nice to play, but I will not play even more with this color, and that's also important to know. I also have here, imagine, a historic filigree for the fuchsia level beaders that I selected specifically for the Sweet Margareta theme. So this also comes from the Czech Republic, and as many of you know, we are working together with a family manufacturer from the Czech Republic. And they have an extensive library of historical shapes of filigrees, and one by one we are reviving them thanks to also the Beadingschool Academy and the strength in the numbers of our students. We can ask the manufacturer to revive these filigree shapes, because if there were only 10 of us, imagine, for example, then we would not be able to order. But since you ladies are here with me at the Beadingschool Academy and you are loving the boxes, and I know that you keep telling about them to your friends, so more and more of them join us, then we are able to bring you these kinds of very exciting and inspiring types of material. And Angelina noticed that this resonates with the ribbon, and I'm glad that you noticed that. And Anne says, I'm so pleased that there are lots of shaped Czech beads in this box. I mixed them in the last theme. Indeed, lots of Czech shaped beads, and there is one more that is new for you ladies. Nancy also loves the filigree, by the way, and Orshika too. I have one more bag of Miyuki seed beads here, silver-lined dark gold AB, and for me this looks like melted honey, and I find it very nice to go with also the diamond duos, also the pearls, also the purples. It will be a nice one, dear ladies. I have here also more metal components, one more toggle clasp traveling to everyone. It's called the hidden hug. And thank you so much, Angelina, for saying that you will share this box, and please everyone keep doing that. It's very, very important for us, and it's a big help if you do that. So the hidden hug toggle clasp. And Cindy says that this one is her favorite filigree. So incredibly nice. And then for our fuchsia beaders, I have one more pair of earrings. And when I saw this, I knew that I need to fit it into one of the boxes as soon as possible. It looks like a very exotic but also a dangerous flower. Opening up, and there is a loop on the back side so you can hang your beaded motif easily. And it's a bit of like a fist clenching, but also the tenderness of the flower. So there is strength and also something gentle about this. It looks very special and it's very 3D. And Belinda says she would have loved silver with this palette. You know, Belinda, when I looked at the pictures of Matahari, what was available, then somehow I imagined that gold would fit better. But of course, like, we have different opinions. I also had to like look into it, what is available in some nice fitting shapes. And then I have a charm here, traveling to everyone. It's called The Last Waltz. And I think the Treasury chose a very fitting name. The circles of the dance broken in half. And it reminds me of the motifs that she wore in her jewelry. And I hope Terry is here. I haven't seen Terry yet because she loves the Miyuki Tila family. And we also have a bag of Miyuki Half Tila in pearl white waiting for her and everyone. Then one more Preciosa round, and this is in crystal aurum full, an 11mm one. So this is bigger than the ones that I showed before, and this looks even more like a mirror. Angelina agrees that Terry will be happy. And one more charm. Oh, this is the most dangerous component of the box, even if this is called the Spice Embrace. But how does the Spice Embrace looks like? You maybe don't want to get too close to the Spice Embrace. Again, a little charm adorned with cubic zirconia. And we have 4 more components waiting for you. And let's see, one of them is from a Czech factory called Matubo. And these are probably the biggest seed beads that I have ever seen. This is size 2, imagine. Size 2 seed beads. And this is Opaque Violet Nebula Matte. Marcelina says, love the little dagger charm. Molly also finds it cute. And how do you like, ladies, the huge seed beads? They have a pretty big hole, so we will need to be careful about that and put next to them something that doesn't slide through. But I'm very curious to see how these size 2 seed beads will be incorporated in some motifs. And Angelina says, you are leaving the crazy magical cabochon for last, aren't you? I don't know yet, dear Angelina. I have 3 crazy magical items that are still waiting for you, ladies. So let's see. I already showed you a 10 millimeter Preciosa ball, but that's not the only size that's available. There are also tiny 6 millimeter ones available, and I had a feeling that our fuchsia level beaders just absolutely need to try the 6 millimeter black diamond in gold setting Preciosa balls. And these are actually included in the second signature jewel. 4 pieces for all fuchsia level beaders. So there are black diamond Chaton Montes, Chaton roses. And Belinda says, I do love royal purples with gold, but I always see gray with silver. But Beading School always shows me new things. And dear Belinda, thank you for saying that. And I have to say that you ladies and you mentioning also gray with silver, you also open my eyes, open our eyes for new things. So this is not a one-way thing. This goes both ways. And I'm learning so much from you ladies. And 2 more items. I'm still leaving the... Okay, you know what? Okay, no, I will show you this first. This goes to everyone. I know how much you loved the tiny Preciosa fancy stones lately, so I decided to show you something new. These are 6x8 Preciosa ovals, amethyst in gold colored setting. They are super tiny, super sparkly, a very luxurious component again, from the same line as the tiny drops, the tiny nuggets. This is truly royal. And to not keep you waiting even more, indeed I have here for you the hand-pressed cabochon, this one made in Germany, with very traditional techniques. And this is part of everyone's box. It's violet, adorned with some gold paintings. Please be gentle with this cabochon. And please note that this is handmade, so there might be tiny imperfections. But like, look at the details. It's a stunning, gorgeous one. Indeed, as you see, ladies. And, you know, I think it fits perfectly with the toggle clasp, because you see the toggle clasp has the same angles, bends as the cabochon. So I think it's a perfect pair. Also, if you would create a pendant and use part of the toggle clasp as the pendant holder. And Ariana is very happy that this travels to everyone. And Jessica says, everyone, wow, thank you so much. So lovely ladies, I hope that you liked very, very much what you saw while being unboxed on my bead mat. Let me switch back to some important information and my face camera. So please let me know in a moment if you will still be able to hear me and see me. Just a moment. So I should be back with my face on your screen. Let me know if you can see me. Jen says, liked, loved. And Martha says, You and the team have been doing a lot of research on components. We tend to do that, dear Martha. We want to, when I'm talking about a team, I really want you to feel like you are immersing yourself into that era, into that piece of art, into that source of inspiration that we are going to play with. And everything that you receive in that box, they will become jewels, they will become part of that story that we are constructing, reading, but also creating together. So it does matter, the dagger, the smoky elusiveness, the curves, the everything, the luxury, it needs to fit the story. So let's see. I have some important information for you regarding top-ups, regarding the mini challenge indeed. Linda says, love the box. Ludka says, magical. Ariana says, I love the palette and the inspiration source. For Hannah, it's her favorite. Oh, Didi needs a second box, of course. And Anne says, so much love and inspiration put into these collections. Your team is incredible. Thank you, dear Anne. So, and Terry's here. So good to see you. So, as you know, we have the option that we can actually send you everything together with your boxes if you are a Beadingschool Academy student. So you can always choose, also anyway, you can choose the join with order in progress option. But when you have a box, if you are a student, then you can be sure that you have a designated space in the treasury where we are accumulating your sparklies for you. And you can do that all the time until your order is marked completed. We will start shipping your Beadingschool Academy team boxes this time on Friday. Usually we start shipping on Thursdays after unboxing. However, I have to say, and I have to apologize for the tiny delay. On one hand, we are still working through your Beadingschool Academy Advent Adventure orders, and on the other hand, 3 of our colleagues got sick and had to stay at home because of the flu season. So that's why we had to slow down. We can't rush to make sure. So we want to make sure that you receive your orders punctually. So we will start shipping the boxes on Friday, so you can place additional orders for 100% until Friday or until your order is marked completed. And thank you so much, Jen, for your patience. And I will scroll back to your questions after I talked you through the information I have collected. So, of course, we have also bundles waiting for you. So if you can also have, of course, a second box or third box. Some of our readers have 3 boxes. If you would like to have one, I just posted the link, and I will also show you the QR code to access the product in the Beadingschool Bead Shop, beadingschool.com, or to become a student if you are not yet a student. But if you just want a little bit of extra from some of the components, some of the cabochons, some of the beads from the box, then we have also created so-called bundles. And in these bundles, when, for example, we bundle up all the Miyuki seed beads from the box, then if you grab a bundle, then if you add up the prices, then through a bundle, you get them for 10% less than if you would go for them one by one through the bead shop. So it's really worth it. So bundles are waiting for you too. We also have a new bundle called Luxury Line, where the most exquisite components from the box are joined into a bundle. Then you ladies were asking about the mini challenge. And with every Beadingschool Academy team, we have a mini challenge all our students can enter on the turquoise and fuchsia level. And we have always lucky winner because lucky winners. Everyone also gets a prize because everyone is a winner in the mini challenges. But there is also a chance to become the talent winner, either the bead weaving or in the bead embroidery category. And if you would like to become one of the talent winners, then you need to use an 11mm chaton rose and some of the new diamond beads in your creations. We like to challenge you usually with the new shapes. And we have a so-called virtual classroom, and you can access it if you visit beadingschool.com and then click on Academy. In the main menu, I have also posted the link. And the virtual classroom is your main point of orientation. That is where you can find the article, the list of the items that are included in your boxes, and also you will see the list of the first jewels next week, always 1 week after unboxing. That's where you will be able to access the tutorials, the storytelling night, and everything connected. Also the lunch breaks. That's a very important one. And I already have here the link for the what's inside the box. And next week, I'm going to show you the first jewels from the box. This week on Thursday, we are meeting for No One Has to Bead Alone, and I have created a very different jewel in the end that started as a live design, but I was not happy with how it looked like. So this is what we are going to work on this Thursday, still from the previous Everlasting Kiss team. But then next week, it's time for retro No One Has to Bead Alone. So next week, we are going to bead the Enigma from a previous No One Has to Bead Alone team. But if you would like, then you can already use the new team colors. And please share the news about the Academy box. Please snap a picture when you receive yours, post it on social media, and please tell about it to your beader friends. And we will be very grateful for that. So lovely ladies, I'm going to scroll now through your comments, and I will do my best to answer every question that you have. Also, please keep them coming. And Caroline says, I would have loved to try this pattern, but I'm out of the golden leaves. Any idea what we could replace them with? They are also out of stock. Whew, dear Caroline, I have to confess that this fast I can't really switch into beading brain mode, so I can't give you another possibility right away. I will think about it a little bit. And Kim says, Erika, I noticed that the long oval rounded rectangle light violet ling is not available in the bead shop, not in any bundles. Will it be available later? Oh, dear Kim, rounded long oval rounded rectangle. I'm not sure that which one are you thinking about. I'm really sorry, dear Kim. Can you please either send a picture or somehow I can't decipher that which one do you have on your mind. The link, the elongated crystal connector. That's what you mean, right? This one. Please let me know if this is the one that you mean. And Lutka is wishing speedy recovery for the sick team members. Thank you so much, dear Lutka. And also Carol and Chantal says, I love the colors of this box. Hopefully the members of your team will get well soon. Thank you, Chantal. And Fiona says, thank you for the update on advent orders. I'm still waiting for mine, but understand the delay. I just need to be patient. Thanks for your patience, Fiona. We always say that we will ship them during January. Then we actually usually end up shipping them in the first half of January. But this time, unfortunately, the illnesses delayed us a little bit. So, dear Kim, indeed thinks about the elongated crystal connectors. And I'm searching for them. Indeed, this color is missing. Oh no, I found it. I found it. I will send you. I will give you the link. I get it. It's not part of the bundles, but we have it. Ariana, the mini challenge. Yeah, those were the 11mm shot on roses and the diamond beads. So lovely ladies. Do you have any more questions left? Please let me know. In a few minutes, I will say goodbye to you. Also, my colleague Timmy is here with me. Timmy, do you want to wave to our beaders maybe? You know, when I have a live video, then actually someone is always in the treasury, so they can help me with the bead shop, activate new products. So this
Hi,
is
ladies.
Timmy.
Hi.
Thank you so much, Timmy. So with Timmy, we used to go to high school together, and she was one of the first team members who will be working with us. The first one in Komárom.
Yes.
How many years, Timmy?
5.
5 years?
5 years, yes.
5 years at Beadingschool.
Thank you.
Everyone saying hi and hello to you. So, lovely ladies, thank you so much for your attention today. Thank you so much for loving the new box. I'm going to bead with you together on Thursday from here, actually, again, from the treasury. So it will be exciting. And then next week, we are going to meet on Tuesday. So we can see the jewels that you can bead from the Sweet Margareta, a very dangerous Sweet Margareta Beadingschool Academy team box. Lovely ladies, have a nice rest of your days and see you on Thursdays, and take good care of yourselves and your loved ones.